Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade acquisition sends warning on future contract plans. Luka Doncic is the Los Angeles Lakers' prize trade acquisition this season. But Dorian Finney-Smith has been credited for the Lakers' defensive turnaround since January. Extending both of them in the offseason is the Lakers' top priority on top of looking for a starting caliber center. Finney-Smith, 31, has a $15.4 million player option for next season, which he is expected to decline to get a longer deal, perhaps his last big contract in the NBA. The veteran forward has hinted that he will not be taking a discount. "You see what just happened with Luka Doncic?" Finney-Smith said in a recent interview with Hoops Hype. The shocking trade of Doncic put all NBA players on notice. Loyalty to the team doesn't guarantee their future, so, you've got to make sure you take care of yourself first, Finney-Smith quickly added. "We need to finish the season strong. If we win, everybody eats, smiles." The Lakers were only limited to offering Finney-Smith a maximum of 3 years, $56.4 million after they traded for him in December. They could offer him the full 4-year deal in the offseason. Finney-Smith's versatility is his ticket to a big contract extension this offseason. Elite 3 and D players are hot commodities in today's NBA. Fortunately for the Lakers, they inherited Finney-Smith's bird rights, meaning they could go over the cap to re-sign him to a lucrative extension beginning on June 30, when they traded for him. But there's always the risk of another team overpaying for Finney-Smith, similar to what happened to the New York Knicks and Isaiah Hartenstein in the previous offseason. Hartenstein's early bird rights capped the Knicks at offering him 4 years and $72.5 million. The Oklahoma City Thunder successfully pried him away from New York with a 3-year, $87 million deal. What Dorian Finney-Smith brought to the Lakers. After having been on the trade market for so long, the Lakers were lucky to snag Finney-Smith without giving up a first-round draft capital. The Lakers acquired Finney-Smith and reserve guard Shake Milton from the Brooklyn Nets for D'Angelo Russell, seldom-used second-year forward Maxwell Lewis, and 3 future second-round draft picks on December 29 last year. Finney-Smith is averaging modest numbers of 6.7 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in 29 games with the Lakers. But those numbers do not give justice to Finney-Smith's real value to the team. Since he arrived from the trade, the Lakers posted a 23-12 record, including 20-9 with him in the active lineup. "He's brought a level of toughness," Redick said, per Clutch Point's Eric Slater. "Certainly communication and the spirit to want to defend. I think guys have responded well to who he is as a player, a teammate, a person. He's just fit right in. Our season kind of turned around, and the energy and spirit of our group turned around when we got him. He's been huge for us." The Lakers jumped from 21st in defensive rating before his arrival to number 1 since January 15. DFS Luka chemistry. Finney-Smith and Doncic already have that built-in chemistry, having played together before in Dallas, which greatly benefited the Lakers. In their latest win, a 107-96 win over the Phoenix Suns on Sunday, March 16, the former Mavericks duo led the Lakers in the plus-minus column, with each netting plus 16. Doncic dropped 33 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Finney-Smith added 10 points, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. They combined for 6 of the Lakers' 14 three-pointers in their return from a 1-game absence to manage their old injuries. Luka Doncic in disbelief of undrafted Austin Reeves. The Los Angeles Lakers are on a winning streak again after they followed up their 107-96 takedown of the Phoenix Suns at Crypto.com Arena last Sunday with a 125-109 victory at home on Monday versus the visiting San Antonio Spurs. Despite missing LeBron James for the 5th game in a row and playing on the second leg of a back-to-back set, the Lakers got the job done against the Spurs, thanks in large part to another stellar night by shooting guard Austin Reeves. After dropping 28 points in the Suns game, the former Oklahoma Sooners star lit up the Spurs for 30 points on 12-for-21 shooting to go along with 7 boards and 6 dimes. Lakers superstar guard Luka Doncic had nothing but praises for Reeves after the contest. "This guy just scored 30 in his 4th game in 5 days, Doncic said of Reeves during the post-game press conference following the win over the Spurs, hat tip Lojo Media. "He's an amazing player. For him to go undrafted is unbelievable." Doncic, who had 21 points and 14 assists in the Spurs game, was just a little off with his memory of Reeves' recent scoring barrage. Monday's game was the second time in 5 nights that Reeves scored at least 30 points. He had 28 points in a 126-108 defeat at the hands of the Milwaukee Bucks last Thursday before going off for 37 points in a 131-126 loss to the Denver Nuggets on Friday. Over the last 4 Lakers games, the 26-year-old Reeves has averaged 30.8 points on a 52.9% shooting from the floor. But Doncic's point still stands. Reeves has truly come a long way since he went undrafted in 2021 after playing his last 2 years in college with the Sooners. His break came when the Lakers signed him to a 2-way contract and then to a 2-year, $2.49 million deal that same year. In 2023, the Newark, Arkansas native inked a 4-year, $53.83 million contract with the Lakers. Lakers blockbuster trade pitch flips Hall for 2-time MVP to join James. Doncic. The Los Angeles Lakers have a reputation for blockbuster trades and splash signings like perhaps no other NBA franchise in history, and this summer could be the next chapter in that long and illustrious tradition. There wasn't a single analyst who predicted that LA would land Luka Doncic, a 5-time first-team All-NBA player on the cusp of his prime, until the team did so in shocking fashion on the evening of February 1st. With that as context, Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus authored a trade concept in which the Lakers send essentially every asset they have to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Lakers already landed a dream target in Luka Doncic, but the franchise is greedy, Pincus wrote on March 14. If Antetokounmpo demands out, a combination of salaries, talent and picks could get him to Los Angeles. It's a stretch, but it'd be remiss to leave him out if this is a team's wish list. Otherwise, LA is less likely to send out key players like Reeves, Hachimura, etc. Antetokounmpo exerted his influence in Milwaukee in the acquisition of Jrue Holiday in 2020 as well as the acquisition of Damian Lillard in 2023, the latter of which necessitated that the Bucks move Holiday as part of the deal. There has been considerable speculation over the last year that the star center might ask out of Milwaukee if the team falls early in the postseason yet again in 2025, despite the 2 years and the 2027-28 player option remaining on his $175 million contract. Antetokounmpo, who is averaging 30.4 points, 12.1 rebounds, 6.0 assists and 1.2 blocks per game will play next season at 31 years old. The Dallas Mavericks made no secret of their interest in pairing Doncic and Antetokounmpo during Mark Cuban's time as owner, and there's little reason to believe the Lakers wouldn't recognize the value of that duo over the next 5+ years in Los Angeles. And though LeBron James will be 41 years old next season, he continues playing at an all-star level. James and Doncic were dominant enough together to vault the Lakers into the number 2 seed in the Western Conference before James suffered a groin injury that led to a recent 4-game road losing streak. However, LA is already considered one of the handful of teams with a puncher's chance at a 2025 title. Adding Antetokounmpo, even at the cost of the team's entire draft stock and quality players like Reeves, would only increase the Lakers' title odds in the years ahead. Are you a fan? What do you think Giannis Antetokounmpo situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.